I'm back in the Homestead kitchen today and we're going to be canning Swiss chard, so stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I want to thank you for joining me on the Homestead canning series. Today we're going to be canning some Swiss chard that I harvested from the greenhouse today. To start off, we're going to go ahead and wash those jars and make sure they're clean with soap and water. It's now not necessary to sterilize these jars that are going to be pressure canned. So it says the new information coming down from the experts. So we're going ahead and make sure that we thoroughly clean them with soap and water. We're going to set them in the canner with boiling water just to heat them up. We're going to have another pot of boiling water on the stove and yet a third pot of boiling water on the stove. So we're going to wash this chard thoroughly. Then we're going to cut the stems off and the spline that goes up into the leaf. We're going to feed those to the rabbits. Yum. They're going to get spoiled. And then we're going to go ahead and take all of this chard that I have taken from the splines and we're going to blanch them in this pot of hot water. I have a basket in there. So we're going to go ahead and steam it till it wilts. Once it's all nice and wilty, we're going to go ahead and remove each jar from the canner and place it on the rack. Make sure they're empty inside. To these jars I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. Then I'm going to fill each jar with Swiss chard, leaving a ½ head space. Once I've got the chard in, we're going to go ahead and add hot water. That's what this other pot is for, the hot boiling water. Be careful, don't burn yourself. Now that we've got the water filled, we're going to take the poker thingy and release the air bubbles that are in it. And then we're going to carefully wipe the rims of the jars to make sure there's no particles on there that would prevent a good seal. We'll place our lids on and then we'll place our bands on. Once those are tightened down, we'll go ahead and carefully place these jars back into the pressure canner. Now we're going to go ahead and close the lid, lock it, turn the heat on high, make sure that the dial is turned to the highest on my Fagor Duo pressure cooker / canner. It does both. Wait for this little button to pop up. Once that pops up, that means you have pressure. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and set the timer for 55 minutes on this product. Okay, it's time to go ahead and turn the heat off of the cooker. Now we're going to go ahead and just let the steam escape from the high setting. Once all the steam has escaped from this high setting, we're going to go ahead and open this valve to the full open setting and release what's left of the steam. Once that's dissipated, we're going to keep an eye on this little button right here. That little button is a safety lock. It keeps this lock from opening up so you can take the lid off prematurely. Once that button pops down, you can unlock it, twist the lid off, and then let the can sit inside of the pressure canner for a couple of moments. Use the jar lifter to lift them out and set them down on the cooling rack. Now I'm going to let them sit here and cool for about 24 hours before I put them away in a cool, dark place to store them in my pantry for eating later. I want to thank you for coming and joining me on my little adventure for canning Swiss chard, first time ever. And we'll see how successful I am when I open it up and give it a taste. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. You can also help my channel out by subscribing, giving me a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and sharing the videos. That helps out a lot. We'll see you guys again in another video. Bye bye.